I stayed at the Maison 46 recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at Hotel Pax Opera, the check-in process was super smooth, even though we got there pretty late. The staff at the reception welcomed us warmly and got us sorted out in no time, which was a relief after a long day of travel. Plus, they were really helpful with tips about the area, making us feel right at home from the get-go. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room was pretty cozy and modern, although a bit on the small side, which is pretty standard for Paris. The bathroom was nice and clean, but I did notice it lacked some toiletries, which was a bit of a bummer. Overall, the amenities were decent, but I wish there had been a mini fridge to keep my drinks cool. Location and surroundings. The location of Maison 46 is pretty sweet. I love that it was just a 20-minute stroll to the Eiffel Tower, which made for some great evening walks. Plus, there are 3 metro stations within a short walk, so hopping around the city was a breeze. With plenty of restaurants and bakeries nearby, I was never short of options for a quick bite or a cozy dinner. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I have to say the breakfast at Maison 46 was a delightful surprise. Each morning, I indulged in a generous buffet spread that had everything from freshly baked pastries and croissants to savory options like eggs and sausages. The variety was impressive, with fresh bread and even homemade cakes making an appearance. Honestly, the breakfast area had a cozy vibe, and the staff, especially the lovely lady serving breakfast, were always so friendly and accommodating. It was the perfect way to fuel up before heading out to explore Paris, and I found myself looking forward to it every day. If you're staying here, definitely don't skip out on breakfast. It's a highlight of the stay. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like stepping into a cozy little Parisian retreat. The vibe is modern yet charming, and I felt right at home the moment I walked in. The location is fantastic, just a 20-minute stroll to the Eiffel Tower, and there are metro stations nearby for those lazy days when I didn't feel like walking. My room was small but clean, and the bed, super comfy, perfect for crashing after a long day of exploring. The highlight for me was definitely the breakfast. It was a delicious spread of fresh pastries, eggs, and all sorts of goodies. I loved grabbing a coffee and enjoying the morning buzz in the breakfast area. The staff were friendly and always ready to help, which made my stay even more enjoyable. Sure, the walls were a bit thin, so I could hear some chatter from the neighbors, but honestly, it just added to the charm of being in the city. Overall, it felt like a lovely little home base for my Paris adventure. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Great location. Seriously, being just a 20-minute walk from the Eiffel Tower is a game changer. It made exploring the city super easy and convenient. Friendly staff. The staff were incredibly helpful and always ready to assist. They made me feel right at home, which is a big plus when you're traveling. Clean and modern rooms. I loved how clean and stylish the rooms were. It felt fresh and cozy, perfect after a long day of sightseeing. Delicious breakfast. The breakfast spread was awesome. Fresh bread, pastries, and a good variety made mornings something to look forward to. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. Thin walls. The soundproofing could definitely be better. I could hear my neighbors a bit too well at times, which was a little annoying. My overall rating for this hotel would be 8.5. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I totally would. The location was perfect for exploring Paris, and the staff were super friendly and helpful. Sure, the rooms were a bit small and you could hear your neighbors, but the cozy vibe and the delicious breakfast made it all worth it. Plus, being just a short walk from the Eiffel Tower is a major win. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.